preferably no soy. Soy tends to be contaminated. It's going to be very hard. Unless you buy organic soy, it's usually contaminated, especially now that in 2011, we had that Fukushima. And so all the soy usually comes from, all the organic soy came from Japan because that was good soy. In the United States, soy and corn are the two crops that are most highly contaminated and genetically modified. We are now finding children with two stomachs. That's not normal, people. It's not normal. And it's coming from all the fast food and the genetically modified organisms. Okay? Is that good? Yes. Detox. Now, the only thing that I would add here, this is what I do every day, that I would add my own USANA supplements. Why? Because it helps my liver be strong. Right? I will never trust my body to anything other than that, because I need that, because even though I eat clean, the soil is so depleted that I'm not getting everything I need from my own nutrients. Right? Make sense? You think you can do this?
Yes.
Awesome, possum.
So we start today or
Tomorrow. So if you want to go out and do the last hurrah for 7 days, the hardest is going to be on the weekend for you guys, because most of the weekend, how many of you guys have a family that's supportive? Right? Or do you have a family that says, is that what you're learning in yoga? I thought this was a yoga class. Right? Yeah, it is a yoga class, but you get a little bit more than that, because you get the actual philosophy of yoga that you don't get in other classes, right? And the philosophy is, now think about this, a successful person, to be successful, needs to be mentally alert, yes or no?
Yeah.
He needs to be feeling that his body is a lean machine, so he can go and go and go, he or she, go and go and go, yes?
Yeah.
And then you should be able to go, 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 and then when you go to sleep, boom! As my father would say, caer como una piedra, right? But what happens is a lot of people have issues, and it's so funny because, when I teach at the university, I teach until 10 o'clock, and half the class is falling asleep, and they're barely in their 30s. Half the class is falling asleep already, and they're barely in their 30s. And I look at them and I go, you guys, this is common, but it's not normal for you to be falling asleep. And they're like looking at me and they're like going, how do you stay so fresh? Do you like get up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning? No, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I meditate every day. I yoga every day. I work out every day, and I eat clean. And I take my vitamins every day, and sometimes 3 times a day if I'm going to actually go for a long time. That's it. Right? So when I need my body, it's there for me, because I'm there for it. When I need my mind, it's there for me, because I'm there for it. Does that make sense? Right? So you can't expect to eat it and then think like perfect. You can't. You eat it, you're going to think like it. Right? You are what you eat. You are what you eat. Questions? Comments? We good?
what if we cheat?
No, there's no what ifs. You're not going to cheat. You cannot cheat. No, if you cheat, just notice how you cheat and get back on it the next day. Okay? You're human. This is hard. This is my way of life, because I decided a long time ago that my body was going to be healthy, because I want my body until I'm 103. Then if the Lord wants to take my body, I'll give it to him, right? But he made us here on earth to be healthy. He did not make us here on earth to be walking in a cane at 47 years old. Right? So we've got to honor our body, right? Just, if you mess up, forgive yourself and get back on it, okay? And write that down. God, today it was really tough. I was messed up. If you find, you know, and some of you might be so toxic that you might actually feel like you're catching the flu. And some of you might be so toxic that you might have to go diarrhea. So you're going to have to think about that. All right. And this is only a little detox, because there's a lot more. All right, guys, thanks.